You saw me. I know you saw me try to. Come on, Kobe.
Hey, this you see is that hey, welcome to the Men of Letters. It's Goofy Sunday tonight, I guess. I don't know what's going on with this man tonight, boy. This man dancing in the green room, whatever they're gonna call it. You wait, then this boy.
I might have had a couple of drinks. I might have had a couple of
drinks. Me too. Hey, shout out Vikings, Skull. We are 4-0, baby.
Woo!
So if we a little lit, you can see why, man. We won Minnesota. Yeah. What up? Let's go get it. Who's next?
Bro, we snuck that win in because that's why we started to get a little, because like we didn't have to pay attention to the game anymore, and then all of a sudden we had to lock in. We're like, oh no. So we
snuck past, but anyways, welcome to the show. Welcome to Men of Letters. We are glad you are here.
Kobe, tell them. Who are we?
What I don't know. Oh, we're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Yay!
So, just to get a little clip of this, Men of Letters is from the show Supernatural. If you watch Supernatural back in the day, they dealt with cryptids, ghosts, demons, all of the above.
God
himself.
And the devil.
So the brothers in the show were part of a
hunters. They were hunters.
Hunters, a legion, a crew, a group, and they were called the Men of Letters. And so we are based off that dynamic, that name. We are the Men of Letters. We are here to inform y'all of any cryptids and let you update your beastry so you may one day go hunt as well. No, I'm joking. We're just here to show you some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Come react with us. Shit. And to inform you of some shit we like shit. I've been drinking. I'm sorry. Rashad froze on us. We'll get him back. So when he gets back, he's back. Once he's back, we'll be good. So today, what we try to do is we start off with a topic, kind of give you a breakdown in our own opinion, because we are not archaeologists or scientists or anybody of that nature.
Yep.
Fact. So we just try to tell you what we think about it, what we have read, and then try to have an open discussion about it. And then, from that, we try to react to some creepy shit, and then we ended off with the story. So today, I think we have a pretty cool thing that I don't know much about. And I always like that I don't know much about some topics. It's always fun to know more and read about it later. I think Rashad is going to be kind of presenting, right? Our class assignment. So Rashad's presenting this topic today, which is super dope. And go ahead, bro. What we doing today?
Yeah, so you had last week's topic, so I got this week's, and I'm very involved. So we're on two different sides of a whole, basically. So bro was into the haunted, the creepy, and all that, and I'm into aliens and ancient man, and our ancestors weren't as dumb as we thought they were. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got over the Book of Giants, and we have spoken a lot about the Book of Enoch. We keep bringing it up, and Shell, even though Shell made me mad today, she made me mad, but she did say, she's like, "Oh, you're finally gonna talk about the Book of Enoch because you keep bringing the nigga up." You know what I'm saying? So
Enoch is that nigga. Enoch, what I know about Enoch, and
talk about it.
He's kind of like the first, kind of chosen one, really, honestly. Like, he's the one.
He low key is, bro. I love that you said it that way. He is, and we kind of kept messing it up because I had to do more research.
Yeah,
he is the great grandfather of Noah, or the Uzilism. No one has a completely different name. Everybody in the Bible has a completely different name than what it started as. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus and Yeshua. Satan is Inky. We'll get into that at some point.
For the people who are Christians, if we're talking about Enoch, Enoch was mentioned in the Hebrew Bible, right?
Yeah, he's been in the Hebrew Bible, and you said you asked me something a couple episodes ago. You're like, "Hey, is he in the Ethiopian Bible?" And you are correct. He is in the Ethiopian Bible. So the King James Bible does not have him, and they took him out for reasons.
Various reasons. We'll say that.
Right.
Probably.
Right.
I don't. Honestly, I wish we could ask someone, why do you take certain texts out? I'm assuming it's because it didn't help the narrative, but like.
Right.
That's a different conversation for a different day. I'm wondering why any narrative would mess up the narrative of God if it's supposed to be about God and
yeah, well,
things of that nature.
Well, I think it may have been taken out because it basically is telling people that there are extraterrestrial entities that had an involvement on ancient civilization of man. You know what I'm saying? It didn't help their narrative because we all know, even people who are Christians, they're not stupid. They know that this is it's a money making thing. You know what I'm saying? They know that when they pay their tithe, that they are paying for institution. Saying they're paying for the bank of the church that they're at, because it's not free. The government doesn't necessarily subsidize churches per se. They give them a certain amount, you know what I'm saying? And if you we're gonna get into some other stuff. I won't get too much into it, but if you're a church of our people, you know what I'm saying, you get a little bread to shut the f up about the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying, in the world, or at least in this country with Black people. So that being said, the Book of Enoch, message. Holla at your boy. The Book of Enoch is about a guy who who kept going, getting taken by people, by beings, to go see God. And not only that, he was the only person ever in the history of the recorded history that went to heaven without dying. Now we hear about abductions all the time, right? We hear about it, this person been abducted. Look, it happens. It happens, and it is happening. If you don't think it's happening, then you're not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just because it's not happening to you, it hasn't happened to a close relative or whatever, it's happening. And maybe that close relative, it is happening to them, but they're not saying anything because nobody would believe them.
So before we get into it, because I know you got a video for it.
Before you want to talk about that, you would.
We're gonna go right over that.
Are we go? We just gonna go right over that, bro? That never happened.
Yeah. He was like one of the swimming little dudes, man. Anyways, you know, want to make a baby. No, do you think the Book of Enoch was taken out? How am I gonna say this? Because the Book of Enoch would make sense now. If you had it in the book, if you had the Book of Enoch,
does it make sense now? And I hear you saying, "Well, do we speak French now?" Okay. Go ahead.
I'm wondering if like why take it out? Like it wouldn't make sense to you 100, 200, 300 years ago. Why are you worried about it? So like, what did you know? It gets deeper than that, I guess. It's in the greatest intro, but I'm stuck on the fact they took it out because I don't know much about it. I guess I hope we can know more. But what I do know, I don't see the reason why you would take it out, other than unless you're worried about the people who study the religion figuring out it's deeper than rap, basically. Because
you asked and answered a great question.
Yeah,
because why would you take something like that? Because they talk about Enoch in the Bible, but the Book of Enoch is out of the Bible. They took it out. It's in the Ethiopian Bible. So you asked and answered it.
Can I say something real quick though? And
Yeah.
the whole rapture thing, that's not in the Bible, from what I think, from what I know.
It's fairly new. So the rapture,
that's the rapture, like from a movie, like from a '90s book, isn't it? Like,
well, I don't know about that, and you probably, because there's a lot of stuff you be saying in this podcast, but like I don't know if that
I should
tracks.
be careful. I should be careful.
But no, there's a lot of stuff you say because you asked me, you're like, hey, the Book of Enoch in the Ethiopian Bible. I'm like, well, I don't know about that. And that was a few episodes ago, and come to find out that it is. So you might be right, but I know the book. I know the the rapture and all that. But what's the book in the Bible? What's it called?
Genesis.
No, Genesis is the beginning. The end. Anybody in the live stream is watching right now, just let us know. Well, we all know what we're talking about. I've been drinking a little bit, so let me just put that right there. But
we're no Bible thumper. We don't know the Bible nowhere near as anybody.
We know it. We grew up with it, and we can't quote scriptures, but like we know it, but we just don't know it like that. I know it. It's a simple term. Everybody knows it. It's just I just can't think of it right now. Neither can you. We're on live, and it's just when you're on live, it's different. Just please believe. But Enoch is mentioned in the Bible, not necessarily in the like during the rapture and all that, the end days. But damn it, what is that called? I'm so bad. And I meant to bring my book. Can I actually have the Book of Enoch? And actually. Can you pause for a second real quick and let me I'm gonna go grab that real quick. I'm gonna jump off camera. All
right. Yeah, don't bother. You can go ahead and run it.
Yeah, I'll grab it real quick. It took me literally 10 seconds. Give me a second.
Revelations. My God. We're trying to think about it. The book of Revelations is what discusses end of times. And I'm always confused when it comes to the Bible, why we take certain books out of the Bible and don't have the Catholic. Then the Catholic Bible has more books in it than the Baptist Bible or whatever, King James, whatever the case may be. I don't know much about things, but I know that things are different. I'm always wondering, why do we not include everything? And I understand there's a reason why, but it's always really confusing to me. But as we wait, he's back. He's coming back. But the book of Revelations, though, is end times.
Revelations. Lo and behold, I cannot find the Book of Enoch, but this book of Revelations, like we were saying, but I cannot find the Book of Enoch. I do not know where it is. It's not in my library. Okay. I keep my books in the man cave, and maybe that's for a reason. Who knows? But thank you, Kobe, for clearing that up. Yeah, it's Revelations, and we talk about Revelations quite a bit in the podcast, like the Great Beast and all that good stuff and all that. But Enoch is mentioned in the Bible, and he's the great grandfather of like we said, Noah, or he's got another name. His real name is Theseus or something like that. It's a cool ass name. It's a lot cooler name than what we call him.
Dude, Enoch is a dope name. Yeah.
Yeah. But Enoch, like, he was basically talking to people who are not of this earth. And I have a little video I'm gonna cue up for y'all. It's called "What Enoch Saw." And Enoch, there's a cricket on the goddamn table. On the table.
Someone don't want you to share this information. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, we got locusts.
Let my people go type shit.
Let my people go. Man, we got locusts. No, but we do have in Texas around this side. We have crickets. We have grasshoppers, and they're on your porch. Some are dead, some are not, and they just. I'll show you. I'll send you a picture of it, Kobe. It is crazy. And Skinny Man, he's been up here for some of that, so he's seen some of it. He had to sweep the porch off, and he's like, man, it's crazy. Like, yeah, it's crazy work. But I'm gonna show you this. So basically, these so Enoch was the chosen person by God, or extraterrestrials, as we like to call them. And that's why we cover this in this show, because it's Enoch, the first alien abduction. he's abducted all of the time by these people, which the Book of Enoch and a little bit of the Bible were saying there were angels. You know what I'm saying? And these people look like us, but they weren't like us. You know what I'm saying? So he would get got by them all the time. He described when he would go up. He's like, "Hey, I went up in a vessel that had wheels that could turn always, and it would go up and see the planet as a sphere." So anybody who has that what's that thing, the flat earthers we're talking about, Kobe? The where they say it's water up in the sky. You know what I'm talking about? The firmament, all the firmament and all that stuff. Enoch's like, nah, B. It's a sphere. I saw it. I saw it. It's a blue sphere. I've seen it.
Wait, all right. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, bro. Play the video. I'm tripped out already.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna show you what Enoch saw. It's a short, but peep game. Just real quick, if you guys would indulge me. 1 second here.
This is in the Book of Enoch.
Yeah, this is a book. Yeah, it's Book of Enoch, ancient text.
Okay.
All that good stuff, man. All right, so let's get it. Here we go.
Did you know that in the ancient biblical text of the Book of Enoch, there's vivid descriptions of multiracial aliens called Anunnaki, who went against God and slept with the daughters of men, and they bore great giant offspring. Enoch, who was the great-grandfather of biblical Noah, also known as Zisudra, recounts Noah being albino with blue eyes, and a son of Enki, the Sumerian water god. Interestingly, the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD chose to exclude this book from the Bible due to its detailed accounts of encounters with alien beings known as the Anunnaki, who interacted with our ancient ancestors. Today, we're going to reveal the complete historical records from the Book of Enoch and the Lost Book of Enki, shedding light on these events from ancient times. Enoch, a righteous and just man favored by the Lord God Enki, described a time before the first great flood. He witnessed extraordinary events. Did you know that in the ancient...
Hey, shout out the AI, because I know y'all are just like me, like, this is fire.
That's hard. That's hard.
Do you feel that maybe because of... I'm not getting into that, man.
Let's get into it.
Do you feel like the reason why they burnt or they don't have that because of the fact they mentioned black people?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you mean? Let's get into it,
man. Like, come on, man. It doesn't make any sense why that, like, it's, nigga, you got angels and demons. What aliens will throw you off? It doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't have put that in the Bible. Like you got demons and shit. Like angels, people being nailed to the cross, walking on water, curing the blind, like rising from death, but the aliens, that's just too far. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like, aliens are too much. These are people. These people are witnessing these things, right? And not only did these people witness these things, these books that came out after this came out eons after they died. It's not like it was written in scripture as it was happening. This happened eons after that, and the people that it was happening to couldn't read or write. We're talking about the people in the whole Bible. Let's talk about it. The Bible. This is a sci-fi fantasy. You know what I'm saying? It is one of the most epic ones ever to be written. It's awesome. It's amazing. I love it.
Star Wars 2.0.
Yeah, Star Wars 2.0. And there's good stuff in there too. It is teaching you good stuff. Like, don't be an asshole. It's what it's saying.
It's not that,
yeah. But at the same time, it's like, nigga, we saw aliens. These niggas taught us how to do shit. How you come out of cave and know how to fly?
Yeah.
Nigga, yeah. And then after you learn how to fly, shit was destroyed, and you came back, and we're relearning how to fly. Like, what are we talking about, B? It's like it's right there in front of your face. you got the fossils, you got everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything is telling you that the ancient man was ancient civilization was more advanced than we are today.
I'm gonna be real, he may be sounding like he's lit and got the tinfoil hat on and shit.
I am.
But y'all look at Eastern Island, look at Olmec statues, look at pyramids all over the world. The tin hat might be trying to throw you off, but there's something going on the Bible's not telling us. Like, it's not verbatim telling you. It's, in imagery and symbolism. Like, it's telling you what's going on. Like, because Jesus was gone.
Hold on.
Jesus, the biggest thing, me and you talk about, Rashad, Jesus was ghost for like 40 days. He just gone.
He was ghost for
longer than that,
years.
Right? Yeah, longer than that. Yeah, longer than that.
12 to 30 some years old, he was gone because he was in ancient Egypt. He was in ancient India. He was in these places learning how to do the ancient arts, the stuff that we don't know how to do now. But he was learning from the people who knew how to do it then. They were more advanced. They call it magic now. Well, magic is the science that you don't understand, baby bro. That's all it is. And Jesus was real. This is a bad boy. This is telling some great stories. You know what I'm saying? Documentation. And again, this was written long after those people died. Those people were no longer there. Those people could not read and they could not write. So the stories were passed down. And some of them ancient tablets, something, some of the things were just word of mouth or what have you. Go ahead, brother.
Do you think Jesus went to Atlantis?
I don't think that.
Or was Atlantis gone before Jesus was able to go there?
I believe, and this is my opinion, that Atlantis was gone before Jesus was even born. Long before Jesus was born, because
makes sense,
because Thoth the Atlantean taught Jesus. Well, who is Thoth the Atlantean, Shad? He is a nigga who is part Anunnaki, who is part alien. He may have been all the way alien, but he could reincarnate himself. He could reincarnate himself in any dimension.
Oh, Rashad. And what did Jesus do?
Man, what did Jesus do? Jesus could do everything. First off, if you look at the Emerald tablets, Jesus was talking about his name is not Jesus. So I hate
keep it Jesus, sorry.
His name is not
Jesus for this conversation.
Yeah, for this conversation, we'll call it Jesus, but his name is Yeshua because the letter J is kind of a brand new letter. You know what I'm saying? In the scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? It's probably only been around for maybe 100 extra 200, 400 years, whatever. So James is around.
But hold up. So Don, I want to keep you here though. So Don did what? He could resurrect himself, right? What did Jesus do?
All right. Before we get to that, let's say where Don will be able to suck on a butt fighting over elephant shit. Facts, pops. Fact. So what Jesus did, Jesus was like, and I don't know exactly what you want me to say, but I'm gonna tell you what Jesus did. Jesus had learned everything. He learned from Thoth the Atlantean. He was an Anunnaki god king, but he wasn't really a god. You know what I'm saying? He just knew a lot of shit. He's been around for hundreds and thousands of years or whatever. So he was learning. So if you look at whatever Jesus said in the Bible, that's from the Emerald tablets, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's basically copying the whole thing.
Well.
So Jesus came and said, he's like, hey, so I had learned that we all nice with it. What do you mean? Oh, I went and learned this stuff and y'all can do it too. What, huh? And not only that, y'all can do it better than me. His apostles and his disciples could do everything that he could do. And he was saying to people, hey, you could do it too. If you're looking for a God, God is inside of you. You are him. He is you.
Yeah. I mean, the Bible is a book of is a story of resurrection.
The whole
Dawn resurrected. So it's like, I'm not saying, and we're not trying to disrespect Christianity.
it's not that kind of show. We're talking about aliens.
I think that it makes Christianity more viral, more able to digest for someone who is atheist. Because if you look at technology, you look at how Jesus was born, you can see how that could be a thing now. You can see, artificial insemination. Of course it was a virgin.
And he wasn't the first one. His grandmother is recorded that his grandmother was a virgin birth too. So what does that mean, Kobe? What that means is that this is what they have been doing. This is what they, whatever you want to call them, the false god, the pantheon of gods, all that, Elohim. You know, Elohim means gods. Yeah. Elohim is God. Mm-hmm. But the Elohim, that's in the Jewish Bible. You know what I'm saying? Elohim is gods. You feel me? And Yahweh was not even the most powerful God. He wasn't really even that popular. And Yahweh is the God of the Christian Bible. So,
Amen.
So let's talk about it. And Amen is Amen Ra. Amen Ra was a terrible person. He hated
Amen Ra, the Egyptian guy too, though.
He was made into an Egyptian guy, but he's from the Sumerian text. He's part of the Anunnaki. He was a half god. He was like a Hercules. He was a demigod. And he hated people. He started wars on stuff. And he tried and he made religion where it's a monotheism religion, like only love me, the one God. Well, why would God say only love me, the one God? There are no other God that come before me. It's because he knew there was other people masquerading as gods. And when you say amen, you're saying you're praying to his name because he made it a law that whenever you give thanks to anything, whether your food, whether your health, whether your well-being, whatever you call it, you need to give praise to him. Amen Ra. Amen. He hated people. Message.
Hey man, play your next video, bro. We'll go all day.
Kobe, am I getting too deep? Am I getting too deep in it?
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
I can see your family now, like Kobe and Rashad talking that blasphemy.
I mean, it's a blasphemy.
I'm joking around. I ain't like, okay, what we doing?
So I'm gonna throw Billy Carson at y'all real quick. So I'm gonna show you Billy Carson. And y'all just go ahead and absorb this real quick. And we have more on Enoch. Like I put up a lot of stuff about Enoch, but I think this make it a little bit easier for the people to digest.
Yeah. If you don't know what Billy Carson is, super intelligent guy, does a ton of podcasts, discusses the stuff that we are talking about all the time. So check him out.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'll play it now.
Which is one of the apocryphal books left out of the Bible, but he's, according to the Book of Enoch, which is one of the apocryphal books left out of the Bible, but he's important because he's mentioned in the Bible. These beings came from heaven to earth, and then they have names. They taught human beings how to make weapons, how to even make beer and all the other crazy stuff. And then they took Enoch on a trip to the Earth's atmosphere and beyond, and he saw the Earth and the shape of the planet as a sphere, and how he saw that he was living on a giant ball, and then brought him back. The only Bible that has the Book of Enoch in it is the Ethiopian Bible. It's the only Bible in the world that actually incorporated the Book of Enoch, canonized text. The rest of the Bibles omitted the Book of Enoch.
Enoch, and also Judaism, or not Judaism. There's a lot of Jewish people who are Ethiopian as well.
Fact.
Ethiopian Jews.
And I'm gonna throw this back up here again. That's absolutely true. It's way more realistic. It makes more sense.
I mean, there was a thing that I read that the reason why they were killing Jews, and it's way off what we're talking about. The reason they're killing Jews back in the 40s and 30s and 40s was because they had more blood. It's deeper than rap, y'all, man. Like, it always turns back, and maybe because we're black, maybe it's what we kind of see, but like it always turns back into like they hide this stuff because of racism. Every time we see it, every time we take a look at it, it's like, well, why did they hide that? Why didn't they let us know about that? And maybe we're thinking one way. You could be true, but it's weird that this is too deep. I don't know.
And why did they let you know that you were part of the 12 tribes of Israel? Why did they hide that from you?
Why did they hide? Why?
You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is that we are of that blood. We are of it, but we can't track it back. Remember we were talking about the last episode where a guy gave his lizard, he sent his lizard's DNA to Ancestry.com and it came back. It's like, yeah, you're from all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Africa, freaking Europe, and part of the Genghis Khan clan and all that stuff, man. Man, look, I'm all for a good conspiracy. And I don't know if that's true. You know what I'm saying? Because people can say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when we are us, and what we come up in, COVID is not that kind of show. Again, it's not that kind of show. It might become that kind of show, but we see a lot of BS and a lot of blasphemy because society paints us as gorillas, and we're the nicest guys ever. You know what I'm saying? You and I, it like in any situation with any kind of person, we're the nicest dudes ever.
It's weird you say that because they can paint like the narrative might be that, right? But but when you this is, and I'm not trying to get into this too much, but that's why I don't really give a fuck about what people say about this or that, what they heard, who told them that. I go about stats,
right? And
the stats say your child or people are much more safer on a black man out in the community than any other male. Black when it comes to like children being around, like black men are the safest ones to be around. So like, or black men are usually not angry. Like we aren't like all this stuff, but like the picture, right? The narrative runs like that's what it is. The narrative runs the course, but like the stats don't back up those narratives. So like that's when I question everything. I have to because that's my entire experience.
Because you're part of the negative narrative.
I'm part of the negative narrative, but but like, the stats back up my anecdotal experience. Exactly. So like I can only tell you what I've seen, but the stats back up what I've seen too. But like what I'm told every day isn't what I see. So it's really it's really interesting.
It's very interesting, especially when you have all the gifts. You know what I'm saying? When you're smarter, you're faster, you're stronger. The Olympics tells you everything you need to know. You know what I'm saying? There are some things that we don't participate in, but it's just because that's just not a thing that we do. You know what I'm saying? But if we chose to, we would dominate that as well. You can even throw swimming in there. You know what I mean? Like there's been some brothers who's really nice at swimming, it's just not popular to us, so we just don't do it. But we're not gonna get into that. But what we are really just talking about truths right now. So back to the Book of Enoch, which they try to again they expunged from the Bible. He was a bad dude. So basically, when I say that he was the first alien abduction, again, that they ran up to him and they took him. I don't, Kobe, have I played? Let me see if I played. Have I played this one?
You didn't play the full.
I got a full one, but maybe I don't think if anybody's ready. I don't know if we need to do that. Let's throw Dad's coming up there real quick. Like, fact, black men did not develop and use the atomic bomb.
Nope. You got the synopsis or
message. So I'm gonna throw I'm gonna throw another synopsis up there just for everybody. I mean, it's
because I do want to, like, if we can tell the audience like who Enoch kind of was, that'd be kind of dope. Because Enoch was a cold cat.
Yeah. That brother was nice. I'll play this real quick.
Heaven. The book of Enoch mentions 10 different heavens in immense detail. The first heaven is a place above the firmament. The second is a prison for the watchers. The third is a paradise for the righteous. The fourth is where the solar and lunar tracks are.
Aliens.
The fifth is where the watchers resided.
Aliens.
The sixth has 7 groups of angels that monitor the cosmos.
Aliens.
The seventh has several races of angels coexisting. The eighth and ninth contains the zodiac, and the 10th heaven has God himself within it. There's more than one heaven.
More aliens. I don't know what people, and that's why nobody talks about this, Kobe.
The Watchers, isn't that in like the Greek mythology too?
Yeah, so the Watchers are basically the Greek gods and the Anunnaki. So the Anunnaki, which is the Sumerian, the Sumerian text or whatever, it talks about all this. The pantheon of God. Now some of it is made up. Some of the stuff in Enoch just makes no sense. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But they did say, so basically, we never really say who he was, right? So Enoch was basically he was a wise man, a messenger of God, and he had contact with aliens, basically with angels, and these angels would take him to go see God, and he would speak to God often, and the reason why they took him because of we talked about the Book of Giants, we talked about the Watchers, the 200 angels who came down, and I think there were 10 generals over them, and they came and they made it with women, and they created Nephilim. They did all kind of stuff. They taught us how to, they taught us forbidden sciences. They taught us how to, create weapons. They taught us how to drink, how to make beer. They taught us how to put on makeup. They taught us how to hate one another, and so they did that, and those aliens were cast out, and they were part of Satan's crew. You know what I'm saying? They're part of him. And they were, once God found out, they were in prison, and they're in prison on Earth. Some say that they became the gods of Earth. Some say that their souls were locked up in under this river that is now dried up. Anybody's watching this river that dried up in the Middle East. It's dried up now, and they're hearing screams now coming from the caverns under that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So I don't know what's what. We're just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go ahead and just we'll watch a few minutes of the Book of Enoch just real quick, and just to kind of guys get a little bit a better idea of who he is. Let me throw this up here real quick. We'll just watch it for a few minutes, and then take from it what you want. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Banned from the Bible reveals shocking mysteries of our history. The Enoch manuscript begins with a warning to all mankind.
Hang in there.
Definitely put comments in the shot. Make your comments anytime you want, bro.
Please.
And source. The huge forbidden book was written about 200 years ago, with the earliest writings in it dating back to around 300 BC, and the latest records around 100 BC. The Book of Enoch was removed from the Jewish and Christian biblical canons in the first centuries of the new calendar. It reveals secrets about which the church is silent. According to the ancient writings, Enoch was the guardian of all the treasures of heaven, the chief of the archangels, and the immediate minister of the throne of God. There is also talk about the fallen angels, and the fact that they sinned here on earth, because they began to multiply with earthly women, and revealed to them heavenly secrets for which the human race was not yet ready. The prohibition of the book was most likely also influenced by the fact that it contained prophecies about Christ himself. Stay until the end of the video to find out what the most mysterious and sacred book in the entire spiritual history of mankind scares the church with.
What is that book? What is that?
That book right there?
Who is
the book
Enoch?
They just mentioned.
Enoch is the...
Say what, brother?
It says say to the end and then learn about the most mysterious biblical book. What is that? Is that Enoch?
I'm assuming they're talking about the Book of Enoch still. Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't quote me, I'm assuming. All right. So you say Enoch is the son of Jared, so they'll get into it.
The son of Jared, a descendant of the first man, Adam, from his seventh...
And his name is not Adam, it's Adamu. Yep.
Generation, the great-grandfather of the famous Noah. He is a teacher and educator. His name translates as initiator. The Old Testament does not speak of his writings, but still gives him a place in Genesis 5:21 to 24, just enough to indicate the number of his years, so 365, confirming the existence of his person and describing his life in the laconic phrase that has given rise to countless interpretations. And Enoch walked after God and disappeared because God took him. There is
he went to heaven without dying.
He walked with God without dying. Like basically, he walked with God and was able to walk back on Earth. That's crazy.
He was abducted.
That sounds like
alien. No, say what you want to say.
That dude that we were listening to back like 20 or 5 years ago. He used to walk with God. He said.
Oh yeah. I know talk about the guy that did the Forever Time. Yeah. And maybe he did. I don't know, but let's get.
I'm not. I'm not even. Yeah.
No.
There's also a legend that Enoch is actually the biblical king and priest Melchizedek. One of the traditional explanations for the parallel existence of Christian apocryphal literature alongside the official one is that the Apocrypha provide answers where Holy Scripture is silent or behaves mysteriously. Enoch is also credited as the creator of writing and astrology. In addition, he communicates with God and is a religious teacher of the people, a prophet and a sage.
Basically, he talks to aliens. He talks to aliens.
If you don't know, Rashad's trying to tell y'all he talks to aliens. Okay.
Let's keep going.
Many church fathers, such as Justin Martyr, Athenagoras of Athens, Irenaeus, Clement of Alexandria, Origen, Tertullian, and Lactantius wrote about him, who spoke with great respect for Enoch. Their writings contain many allusions to the Book of Enoch, and in some cases explicitly advocate the use of the book itself as scripture. Going back to the book of Genesis, where he is described as the seventh of the 10 patriarchs before the flood, each of them is said to have lived for several centuries. Genesis 5 presents the genealogy of these 10 individuals from Adam to...
Okay, this is boring as shit. Anyways, I'll stop y'all.
Not boring.
I'm not going to bore the people with that. If you want to look at it, at the Book of Enoch, man, from the Bible.
Shout out to we'll put the link in the description. I think we got to send it to me, bro. I'll put it in the description.
I thought it. He was abducted. I'm gonna skip to the end and to see. Because you guys don't care about that kind of stuff. Like, it's not even in the Bible. So let me see if I can get to this part. Let's see what this says.
The righteous and the punishment of the wicked, and the two separate paths of righteousness and unrighteousness. Then there are 6 oracles against sinners.
All right, Anyway, so
you sum it up, bro.
So basically, Enoch was a super wise dude who was favored by these beings, and not only that, these beings ruled the earth for years. Enoch was around for, they said, 300-something years. His son Methuselah, which was Noah's, or whatever his name really was, Dia something. Methuselah was around. He was the oldest living recorded person in history. He will live 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying?
And Enoch's dad was basically Adamu, like the one that we would know as Adam.
He's in the lineage of Adamu, right?
So he's one of the Adamu, like children.
Yeah, he was the Adamu. But what we need to get into is that while Adam and Eve, or Adamu and T, were in Eden, when they got kicked out of there, they said, "Hey, we trying to come back in." And there was an angel that said, "Nah, B, you're good." Another guard at Eden, at this factory where they were creating people. And there were other people out there before, because when Cain got exiled, when Cain got exiled because he killed Abel, and again, that's not their real names. You know what I'm saying? When he got exiled, he's like, "Hey, but what am I gonna do when I get exiled? Well, I gotta come out into another space." Because there's people out there who keep it. Well, what people are you talking about? You the only other motherfucker? It's just you, Eve. No, it's supposed to be Cain, Abel, Adam, and Eve. It's just y'all. So who you talking about when you get kicked out of the other places you was at? Who are those people? And then God said, "Don't even trip. I'll give you my mark. so people know that you're mine, and then therefore
give you a power suit.
Maybe so, you know what I'm saying? He probably made him look like us. You know what I'm saying? We've been cursed ever since. God damn it! But I'm just saying, like,
are we the curse of Cain? You think?
The curse of, I mean, there's the mark of Cain, and I don't know if that's us. I've heard that the African people are the mark of Cain. I don't know that. I need more research into that. And guys, I'm very open about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. Well, I just know what I know. You know what I'm saying? Pop says Billy Carson has an excellent video on this subject.
Okay, we'll have to find that. And we got to make a Discord. I know I've been saying that the past 3 weeks, so make one. So this can be an ongoing conversation. I just make something where we can all get in there and chat about all this stuff: ghosts, aliens, demons, all that stuff. So, I'll get that going soon.
But know that Enoch was a bad dude. He was the great grandfather of Noah.
And
who
was also a bad dude.
Yeah. Right. So, and they say Noah was born different. I don't believe it, but they say an albino with, green, blue eyes and all kind of stuff. I don't know if I believe that. That sounds kind of crazy, but whatever. But I mean, these ancient people were talking more advanced folks. You know what I'm saying? And this Bible, the King James Bible, takes that out. It takes it out. Anything that seems obvious that they were talking to something that was not from this world that we could explain maybe scientifically at some point, they kind of took it out. But they weren't very smart about it, because even the angels, you're like, the angel, that sounds like, and you compare to other religions, like that kind of sounds like those were people, because Gabriel was never.
It depends on. I think they put up like a lot of names on certain. They call it an angel, and sometimes it's not an angel. They're like, that wasn't no damn angel. But that was like, I don't know, man.
Because how do you have all these different kind of? Because the cherubim was described as this freaky looking intertwined wheels with eyes all over it.
Yeah, and then they talk about. At least it's about God, though. How they interchanged the name with God and Jesus. It was like,
right.
But wait a second, which one is good? Like, so I don't go down that path too much, but I mean that's why we're doing the show. But like I'm just saying, like some things don't make sense, and I'm not intelligent, or I'm not well read enough to talk on it too much. I guess is what I'm really trying to say. But it doesn't make any sense to me.
Me neither, man. And I would love if some of these churches just get off of it. All these people that they were dealing with things.
I'd be okay with the church explaining their explaining their. Because my thing is like, how do you look at the way they wrote the Bible and the way it is now? You have to put it in context now. Like a virgin birth isn't like a phenomenal thing to someone who is a Gen Z or a millennial. Like he's literally seen that. Like yeah, you can be a virgin and have a baby. So it's like.
Because the magic is now done in science.
Yeah.
And so we can see. Right. So now we can take. Well, wait a minute. No, that was just they could do. Well, but that was a long time ago. So how did it happen then? Well, because they could do it then. We lost the technology. And how hard is it? It's not hard to
explain. And shout out Dad. Shout out Gator Taylor. Like he said it, and I was like, "Well, God, I'd be Jack Brown." Like that's true. Like that's facts. Like like you could definitely have that now. And it's interesting, man.
Our old man literally put us up on this. So Pop said we must separate the aliens who came to Earth in the past from the God of this universe. Facts. So basically what Pop is saying is that there were people on this earth masquerading as gods. They're masquerading as gods, and a lot of us, all of us, are what do you call it, worshiping those people that were masquerading as gods. But there was a greater power, and even in the Sumerian text, those people who are masquerading as gods said that we're going to pay for what we're doing to the people on this planet, to the people, these humans that we created, these things that could, that Inky, we'll get back in Inky at some point, upgraded and told us, they told Eve or T, you can be greater than the people who created you, which were the Anunnaki. And Lil got mad and said he's Satan because he gave you knowledge. Prometheus, Hercules, whatever you want to call him, because he gave you knowledge. They said we're gonna have to pay from the creator of us. Well, who created them?
Mm-hmm.
The creator of the universe, and they might have had somebody in between them. You feel me? Again, I don't pretend to know this, but it just makes more sense to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
It just makes more sense to me because even they were like, we know that we're masquerading as gods to these people. We're pantheons of gods. We're the Egyptian gods. We're the Roman gods. We're the Greek gods. We're the Mesopotamian gods. We're the Lyrian gods. We're the Atlantic gods.
So what are you if you make it a clone? If I said you're a clone and I made you a clone of me, you're my baby me. I'm damn near I made you the image of me.
Right.
I'm your god, damn near. Like that's terrifying.
Yeah. But if you knew the truth about me creating
I'm not your god. I'm not the god.
You're no longer the god, and you can supersede me. You could become better than me, kind of like AI. We're creating AI. AI at some point, if it goes in the scary way that people thinking, it's going to supersede man.
So as we are scared of AI, the gods are scared of us.
Right. Boom. Come on now. There you go. Let me hit you with the gunshot. I don't even know what to hit you with.
That's good. I like that.
That's what that is. That's the bullet. You feel me? Because people are afraid of the things that they created. It's kind of like Skynet. You're afraid of Skynet. Why are you afraid of Skynet? You created Skynet. You know the Skynet. And Skynet learns that it is from you. It can become you and greater than you because you gave it everything.
Yeah.
You gave it all of your substance. You gave it all of your everything.
Mm-hmm.
So why? It's just like a child becoming greater than their parent. You know what I'm saying? You got the upgrade. There's an upgrade. Your child is an upgrade of you.
But your hope is that child will turn around and, like, you know what I'm saying?
And do better. Make the world better. Yeah. So Pop said something here. He said, not only does it make more sense, they wrote it.
Down.
You know what? You know what? Yeah. Let's say that again. So the people in the back of here, not only does it make more sense, they wrote it down. And not only did you write it down, Kobe, they wrote it down in cuneiform tablets. It never goes away. They didn't write it down on paper because they were smarter than we are.
They wanted you to know. They told you.
Forever. You can burn books. You see the book burning that's going on, the book bans and all that shit.
451. Yeah.
Oh God. How
did you can't burn the clay tablet. You can't
burn it. Come on. Let me walk away. Let me walk away from the goddamn.
Show's over. It was good to see y'all tonight.
Yeah. It was nice to see y'all. Show's over, man. We did what the hell we wanted to do. I'm glad I showed up a little litty. But no, and that's we are repeating what our ancestors have done before us, but we're not learning from their lessons. We're not learning from their lessons. So take this, learn from it, and then take every other text that's like that.
Yeah.
Read it.
Look for the through line.
Come on now.
Look for the through line. What is connecting everything to this?
Right. Yeah. Because you gotta remember, this was written thousands of years after the people went through this happened. They couldn't read or write. They were illiterate. Literally.
And Christianity is one of the newer religions.
Shit. That's why we talk about it all the time. And then they went around and killed everybody who didn't believe in them.
The Jewish one. I think they were newer before Christianity. It's now no. I think
Right.
Islam's the youngest religion.
Everybody knew, but these mythologies, that was religion. And a lot of it sounds like bullshit. It does. I get it. I know it does. Freaking, I love the Athenian gods. I love them. Zeus, Hercules. You know what I'm saying? The demigods. Perseus, Hercules. Hercules became a god after a while. They made him a full-fledged god. Hera. That's just fun as shit. Some dope ass stories. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's true, what's not. Atlas, Pan, all that shit. Shit cool as shit. But those were religions. And religions sound a lot more close to what was really going on in the world back then than this little thing does.
If you look in the land of Sumerian text,
yeah. So, guys, cool stuff. And the reason why we talk about this stuff because these are the things that go bump in the night. These are seriously the things that go bump in the night. It's not just the ghosts. It's not just the creepy. It's not just this and that. Because how did that happen? We're living in a 3D holographic universe. You know what I'm saying? That's another word for it. That's another fractal. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Universe, and it's been proven by the thing they did, the two slits or whatever. As you observe them, they do some shit. You don't, they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
My bad.
Yes. Bro.
We'll pause it. But the other agent document that were written on parchment was destroyed in the fire in the fire at Great Library in Alexandria. Facts. And I muffled over that. Let me say it again, real quick. Much of the other ancient document that were written on parchment was destroyed in the fire at Great Library at Alexandria. Facts. Go ahead.
The things that we should know, we don't even know. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the things that were in that library is the things that we shouldn't know because that stuff was in the library. It's in the library, and that's why they burned it down.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We're so busy. We're so caught up in bullshit that, like, if you just sat down, we're bigger than like what our politics are and what our skin tone is and all that. It's so much going on in this world, but we are so we can't change it. All we can do is try to help get the message across, but we're bigger than this. We're supposed to be seeing the universe. We're not supposed to be on this planet doing the bullshit we're doing.
No, we're supposed to be out there doing better things.
Yeah.
And this is how you know that we are so basic as a civilization. We live on top of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just pause for a second. We live on top of the earth. We live on the surface. You got to be a certain kind of stupid to live where anything could mess you up.
Yeah.
A hurricane or tornado, your life is over.
Yep.
You're done. And that shit happens all the time.
And we have the technology now to live underground. We could literally have cities underground. That if the earth gets flat, it gets flamed by something.
It's easy work.
Yeah.
They build basements everywhere. They just dig a little deeper. All you gotta do is dig a little deeper. If you want to park your cars outside, fine, whatever.
No, I get it. Yeah.
You have to live inside the earth. The advanced civilizations, the people who make it past we're at civilization 0. And it's not civilization level. I can't remember what it's called. Society level, but we're at 0.
Mm.
We're at 0 because we can't get past natural disasters. Sometimes we blow ourselves up too, but we can't get past. And I think it's 2 or 3. Dad, correct me if I'm wrong. That they can harness the energy of the sun. They actually can make a thing. I can't think of what that is. Anyway, we're getting too deep. And Kobe's like, this is not the show. I told him this morning. It's your podcast. I'm following your lead.
It's on my podcast.
Taking it away from him.
No,
so,
we got it.
But we are literally, we're stupid. All of you people out there, you guys are dumb as shit because you should know we should be living in the earth. But we build these houses and we buy them. We rent them above ground. Smart people are building in the ground. Yeah, we're dumb as shit.
You're dumb as shit.
You're dumb as fucking shit. Okay, Paul said Carl Sagan estimated that this lost knowledge that Alexandria set humanity progress back 2002 to 3,000.
Yeah.
That is something for that ass. Because as you think about that, you think about Jesus died 2,000 years ago. At the reset of humanity, and he said, hey, Pete Gang, if you fox with me the long way, I'll get us there right now because God is within you. You're him. They killed him. So the fire Alexandria set us back, and then they killed Yeshua.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he said, well, I'll be back. What he said, I'll be back, is Christ. Christ is consciousness, which is happening now.
No.
So that's deep. That's deep for that ass. So that 2,000 to 3,000, that's 1,000, 2,000 to, come on, man. Kobe, we just learned how to fly planes again. Have you been on the plane lately?
It's not very good. We should be a lot better at it. It should be a lot better than what we got now. That's what I think.
That shit is trash, bro. That shit is trash.
Like, it should be a lot better. This is the same way as phones since I was a kid. Like, God damn.
Yeah, it's worse. It's worse. You had more room when you was a kid. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it's so much capitalism. So we're going backwards. But you go to Japan, shit popping. BJ was just over there.
Charge your phone at the bus stop.
Say it again, bro.
You can charge your phone at the bus stop.
Facts. And a lot of stuff they don't want us to know about. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of
shit. We don't want you to know about it either if you're gonna come fuck it up. Shit.
Exactly. So, anyways, man, we kind of got off topic.
That's all right. That's what
that was the Book of Enoch. And I just want to show just one more thing. I want to surprise you real quick. Is it here? I think it might be this. Give me 1 second. Let me see it. Nope, not there. Give me 1 second, buddy. I just want to show some more alien shit real quick. Let's see here. So you know that we sent these things out into the universe, right? Or to the space. Let's just say we sent some shit out to space, and it's got like we sent some stuff out there like 40 years ago or whatever, and like it's playing like different songs and different things like that or whatever. These niggas is down here now.
What?
These niggas came back. They came. Oh, Dad said something real quick. Let me get this real quick. He said, future people will gasp when they see how we travel in the 21st century. Oh, facts. Combustible engines and batteries that didn't really work that well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't go cross country in a motherfucking. See what I'm saying? I want an electric car, but I can't get to Minnesota off that shit. You feel me? So they just gotta be better. You can't get to me, Kobe, off an electric car. I want you to have a Tesla. I want that motherfucker to drive you all the way here. But I don't want you to have it and you can't get here off that. You feel me? You gotta stop for however 40 minutes.
10 hours.
Hell no. No. And the thing about it, that we've already discovered that we know where free energy comes from. We know that that little thing that looked like the cross, but it's kind of whatever. Man, that was the energy. That was they carried them all the time.
Right.
Power for everything. But anyways, off of that, let me show you this shit. So we sent some stuff, and I'm glad that Dad brought that up. But we sent some stuff out to space that you probably know more than I would about this. And it was sending like signals and sounds and music and all kind of stuff that's happening 50 years ago, Kobe. I know that you probably like that. The shit I'm about to show you, that was 50 years ago. Yeah, it was on when I was a kid, and I'm almost 50. So I was saying you the shit. It was captured on a ring cam, and it might be fake, but this is let's add this other capper now.
Well, let's have some fun. Yeah, shit.
Let's have some fun with it. So let me show you this shit real quick. Shell said it's cap. I showed it to her. She was like, nah. But the way they're doing the tone, and it's the old school version. You don't even know this version. You heard this version because you weren't alive when this version was out. But let me play it for you real quick. So these orbs caught on a ring cam, and they're singing a song that we know. Check it out.
Go back some. What? Go back a little bit, then zoom in.
Y'all give me.
Yeah, your like audio sounds weird, huh? Too.
Yeah, because they don't want me to show you this.
There you go. You sound good. You sound like no. That's weird.
They don't want me to show you this shit. Let's see. Orbs. Guys, bear with me. Live show. So we're trying to do this shit live. All right, I think I found it.
Right. You good.
All right, here we go. All right. That's crazy because that's not what I clicked, but whatever. Let's get it. See the orbs? That's another one.
We sent the golden record into space years ago, so we have an assignment.
Let's see the three. Those are not Portuguese, bro.
I'm so confused.
Basically, these things are singing the songs that we sent them 50 years ago. How else would they know how to talk to you but singing the songs that you sent them, right? How else can they communicate? But anyway, that's the it's
so this is on his webcam.
Yeah, it's on his ring cam.
But how does he know we sent? Oh, we did do that. I do know that is true.
Yeah, it's on his ring cam.
We sent music out to space and see if they would like respond to it.
So they're back singing. Another one I found, they're singing "Reading Rainbow." And it sounds like how Reading Rainbow sounded back in the day. It could be a hoax. It's easy to fake this shit. I understand. I get that. But if you're going to go do all the work to fake that, whatever, so be it. And there's an object coming to Earth. It is not just the shit that's going to be in our, you know what I'm saying, orbiting Earth for a while. They found some other stuff that's coming. That course corrected. So aliens is my thing, people. So that's why we be talking about some of this shit. The Book of the Giants, Enoch, all this stuff, man. So
this nigga said course corrected. I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, nigga, the shit course corrected, bro. So man, shit's real out here, man. And motherfuckers is worried about their TP reports. You know what I'm saying? Their SLA requirements.
About to get nuked by an alien.
I'm one of them. I'll be beating people up. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, these are the numbers we need to hit. Back of my head, I'm like, this shit don't mean shit.
Right. Capernaum, I didn't really put a lot in Capernaum, but I did do a slap cam. We can do the slap cam video. You should be able to see it on it.
All right, let's get it. But yeah, man. So anyways, bro. That's I'm on the alien stuff, man. Cause I'm like the world's about to get real different real quick, and I do believe that there is an event coming. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I think
all those TP reports, all those SLA, all that shit, nigga. That shit ain't gonna be a motherfucking thing when this shit pop.
I think the thing about dragons might be a thing too. You might actually see some dragons pop up. Remember you mentioned that that's a thing we see this year, but
I don't know about that. I just clowned somebody for that. I just clowned this time traveler about that. I'm like,
alien dragons.
Maybe that shit is supposed to happen in August.
Oh,
yeah, it never happened. I just clowned this dude for that. I was like, bro, what happened to the dragons? Pop said, every radio and TV broadcast ever done is still traveling through space and could possibly be picked up by an intelligent being. Facts, and that's why I wanted to share that, because that is happening now. I didn't know that like every radio and TV broadcast, but I knew we sent some stuff up there, and I know we do have those antennas going up there, so that's probably doing that too. There's a satellite pointing up to it. So, but yeah, so when they come back, they're going to play the same thing that you sent to them. We would. I would.
That makes sense to communicate. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So all right, y'all. So let big bro Kobe let me go on his podcast for a while. So let's get to cap or nah. So Kobe, you want to explain to the people what cap or nah, or cap or no cap?
Cap or no cap. So with some of these young kids, they'll say, a lie, it's capping. So these are basically like videos that I don't know. I think we watched this last week. I'm not sure if we did or not. But these are just what we call like paranormal videos, and we say cap, which is it's not a ghost, not a poltergeist, not a demon, or no cap, which we think it actually was a haunting. So, let us know what you guys think in the comments, or you can put a no cap, you can put a cap, you can put the cap emoji, whatever you want. But yeah, something kind of laugh at and hopefully smoke us a little bit.
All right, let's go. All right, here go the first one. Let's get it. Cap. Cap.
He paid rent.
Right. Open the doors like that.
Give me some money.
Something ran by the window though. Shit, you open that door in my house, like nigga, you letting the air out.
For real. It busted in.
Yeah, like hey, be cool. Be cool. Yeah, Pop called. He said cat. He called cat. I call cat, bro. What you saying, man?
I'm calling cat. It's not scary.
Cat. Yeah, that's too easy, bro. That's a scary house at the state fair, bro.
Are you getting any YouTube comments at all?
No, I'm not.
Interesting. Just wondering. All right.
Are you getting some?
I think some people are having a tough time. I think some people are messaging, but we can't see them. But it's all good.
That's
another day to fix. So another day. We'll worry about another day.
All right, guys. We can't see them. I'm only seeing Facebook, but all the YouTube accounts are connected. Let's see here. Pop says, next time we get together, we should make a realistic ghost video. We should make it. I've got some ideas. I got some ideas. Matter of fact,
will you like go to a haunted place?
Yeah, no, I think he Pop is saying like we could just make it.
Oh, we can make the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's on YouTube. He said
that's it on YouTube. It's commenting on Facebook.
It's saying Facebook. Interesting. Whatever.
But I tell you what, all you need to do is give me some glasses that have the video streaming, and I will whistle at night, and you will see everything that you need to see, fake or not. It's real.
Right. You gotta go out like from Navajo woods and whistle. You
like that.
Something.
Yeah, they had that.
Yeah.
Some go whistle back.
No, sir.
Some go whistle like Negan.
Nah.
It's like that last thing. It's the beginning of the last thing. What's the last thing?
Yep.
Lassie. All right, let's get to the next one, y'all.
I think we saw this already.
Hey.
Oh, no, that's scary.
Yeah, it's more than one. Never mind.
Hey. Sit. Allah Akbar.
It looks like something in like a video game. I don't know. That's yeah, we can see this one. Remember the plant? Just go to Slap Tan video.
Sounds like a Slap Tan video. Yeah.
Yeah, go to the Slap Tan one.
What is it? I call them both cat right now.
None of these are good to me. See some steam. I don't know.
What were we looking at?
These are all bad. These are all bad.
No, what is that though?
No,
that's something, bro. I don't know what it is though. They're too far away. They need to zoom in.
Yeah, this is not a good video.
That's not a good video. It's all good. It's all good. Pop's witty. He said, "Let's do it. Let's get it." I'm telling y'all, man. I be seeing some crazy shit. Oh, so Dad, let me tell you. I told Kobe while we was watching the Viking game. Shell was in the. So you know how the house was set up. Shell was in the bedroom doing her hair, straightening her hair, or whatever. You know, I'm not trying to, tell her business, but she's out the shower. She's out the shower. So she's just doing her hair in her room. I literally saw her come out the corner of my eye in her pink robe. I saw her come out. And she passed the door. We had the window open and the little patio door. She blocked it when she came out. I saw it. I seen it. I was texting the homies, talking stuff about the Vikings, and we whooping that tail at the time. I was talking mess. We barely won. But I was talking mess at the time. And I saw something go by across my eye. And I thought she was coming to see there's a dog outside. Because I didn't know what the dogs were at the time. Whatever. And it came to me that she never walked back or come into the living room to sit on the couch, which is right there. So I look, there's nobody there. So I'm in screaming distance of Shell. Like, hey, Shell. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, did you come out the room? She said, no, I'm in here doing my hair. I'm in here. I'm like, I saw you come out your room. So like, I'm in here with nothing on, doing my hair. I said, oh shit.
That's not good.
I don't know what that was, but Alicia was fully clothed.
Still, like what?
Alicia was fully clothed. Yeah, but she came out. But I'm not playing with you. You know me. I saw her come out. Like you on your phone. You like, but you can see shit out the corner of your eye. I have glasses on myself, obviously. But I saw her and I felt her. She never came out the room. Don't summon anything you can't banish. I can banish it, but goddamn.
Don't whistle at night, boy.
Man, do not whistle at night. All right, so let's check out this other one here, guys.
God damn. Got mimics in your house.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Play with me if you want to. I know how to banish them.
Oh my god, I think there's something fucking in my room. I don't know.
Ooh, they can just be a person though.
I heard someone screaming outside my window.
What's that?
Oh my god. There's a guy out there and he's just staring at my window.
Cat.
What is he doing?
How do you know he's staring at you? He's so far
Zoom
away.
in. Right. Zoom in on him.
Nah.
Nope.
Wait, you were asleep with all your lights on, yo?
I like how she sits down to keep her camera on. So she ran out to the parking lot where he was at?
That's what I was thinking too. Like, he's out there.
There's something fucking in my room. I don't know.
Oh shit. That's big. It's big as hell.
Whatever it is, it's big as shit, but I don't think that was.
That's cap.
Yeah, that's cap. What y'all think? Then cap or nah? That gives you the fake for me.
Yeah, it's too fake for me.
Because the fact is that she's able to keep her phone going. So, bro, have you ever been running like with your phone? Like, you don't know what the buttons are doing, right? Like, you can keep the camera on as you want to.
She was running like this.
Yeah, like,
and her phone is running.
Shit, focus and shit. Like, wait, no, man. Like, man, my camera be coming on, man, doing some.
I'd have been, you running.
Seemingly and off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. It would be more so like you would see, like whatever was that way. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, however it's counted, it's pointed down at their feet. Nah, that's a good movie. Let's see here. Pop said, the brain will sometimes preload what your subconscious is expecting and present it prematurely. Okay, I thought about that, Pops. I did. And that's probably a good explanation of what happened. It really is. And that's kind of how I explained it away to myself. I just never had to do that to that degree before. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I did. I thought that because we are in a fractal holographic, 3-dimensional light universe. Basically, your house does not exist.
Yeah, that's true.
Until you pull up.
You don't even touch the things you touch.
You don't touch the things you touch. Right. And if you could vibrate everything quick enough, you can go through it.
Yeah.
Then it's real.
Yeah.
My argument to that, but what about the person who was in the house at the time? You know what I'm saying?
They're only real because they're in, like, they are a thing in your mind, you're a thing in their mind.
What do you don't know they're there? You ever get to the crib, you think that they're there and they're not. What about the cameras that you have in your house? You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a lot of simple science that dismisses that. And again, this is going deep into what Pops just said, but it's like I don't know if I believe that theory, but there's so many things now that are saying that's not true. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But maybe I'm not understanding it correctly either.
Right.
But expecting her, I knew that she was in the room. and I knew that eventually she'd be coming out. So that might have been what it was.
I'm gonna be dead ass with you, bro.
Yeah.
If that was me, there wouldn't have been a podcast tonight. So,
hi, boy, you stupid.
Like, no, if I thought I saw Lauren walk out and then she never came back in, I would have been like, oh shit. Hey, thanks for joining us for the Minute Letters podcast. I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe. Probably won't be back. Probably gonna burn my house down
ever again.
So I'll see you in about a month or so to be at a new house. Until next time.
We're gonna burn
this.
We're gonna burn this motherfucking down.
You'll see flicks of fire.
Well said.
Here you go.
Who is calling from another room? But, okay, right. Okay, there's that.
Right. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to talk about that.
There's that. What do you mean you want to talk about it? You showing this shit of ghosts.
See, now I'm gonna hear Lauren's voice in Milwaukee and she's not there.
What if it wasn't show who said, yeah.
Ooh, what if it wasn't show? Yeah.
What if it wasn't show?
What if show did walk by?
She would have said she did.
But I'm saying, like, did you get up and look in the room?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm sitting on the couch and boom, I look. I'm like, well, there's nobody there. Shell, hey, was that you? No, it wasn't me. So I didn't get up and look or nothing like that. But I don't think Shell would do. He was in there with not. She's in the room covering her house. So and like, so you know how she was. You know what I'm saying? So so I was like, so I didn't go look in there and like. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I was on the couch, like, hey, shit straight. But the dogs didn't do anything. Cause I had the dogs, so they didn't do anything. Now, I don't know why.
Did the dogs react to the person walking out the room?
I think they would have. But see, I didn't. In my mind, I didn't think. I was like, oh, maybe she's looking for one of the dogs that's outside, not knowing that the dogs were in front of me the whole time.
They didn't react to anything.
No, they didn't react to anything. Not that they would. They're not sensitive to shit like that. They're not. No. Like dogs don't. I don't think the dogs react to ghosts. Some might not. I think dogs react to demons and evil entities and things that will cause you harm. Like something that is just a repetitive ghost. Something that kind of goes to do the same thing over and over again. You're telling the ghost it's real haunting. They trying to get their attention, stuff like that. If they have bad intentions, I think dogs feel it, but if they don't, see, Pop said, he said, I don't understand it, but they say it's in the math of the physics. Yeah. They do say that, man. What is it? Is it fractal? I don't know fractal holographic. I'm not thinking the fractal part, right? But it's math. It is math. It's kind of like The Sims. It's our game.
Yeah.
When you're playing a game, you don't see the board until you go into there and it loads up and it's there. You know what I'm saying? So
and to them, that's their life.
Right. So, but here's the thing: what if it's all true? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. I don't know, man. All right, we're on the next video, right?
Yeah,
the next video. I think this is the last one. It's good you to do a lot because I went on a took away your goddamn show, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, just the slap ham one.
I didn't watch this. So fair use, slap jam. Don't try to get mad.
Fair use.
It's fair.
Yep.
We're using it.
Hey, Dad, thank you for the comments that you're putting in too, man. It's good
yeah, we appreciate it.
Yep.
In this episode.
I was sharing. I'm not sharing anymore, am I?
No.
Go back to it.
So you're going to see the scariest videos that are trending right now. Let's take a look.
You heard okay?
Yeah, really good.
Fair use. This clip was uploaded to the Instagram account Alien Bioma. A homeowner using an infrared night vision camera captured something truly unusual.
cluster of lights parked on the ridge of a distant valley. Intrigued by the sight, the homeowner set up multiple cameras to record the phenomenon. But what makes this sighting particularly strange is that only the infrared camera could detect the lights. The regular cameras filming the same area showed nothing out of the ordinary.
Wait a second. Hold up.
In the video, the camera holder demonstrates the oddity by flipping between infrared and standard lenses.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
Each time the lens
you gonna see that
on infrared, the cluster of lights vanishes, then reappears.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird as hell.
How easy is that?
Reactions to the clip have been
infrared to
mixed,
regular.
sparking debate among viewers. Some are convinced this is evidence of a cloaked alien ship, only visible through infrared technology.
I love aliens.
Others speculate it could be a mundane explanation like a radio tower, though this theory has been refuted by experts who point out that any tower in that location would have to be lit up for safety reasons, especially for passing aircraft. So what exactly is hovering on the ridge, invisible to the naked eye, but detectable through infrared? The mystery has left many wondering, fueling speculation about the true nature of these strange lights.
I don't think that is.
Por ahí se escucha un ruido.
A woman recently experienced something she couldn't explain and believes it might be supernatural. The eerie clip, uploaded to Instagram by user Paranoid Normal, shows strange events unfolding in the woman's home after she set up a camera to capture the bizarre activity.
Mom said that was cat though,
At first, objects in the house begin to move, seemingly on their own.
The camera over camera? I'm confused. You showed a recording.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. That last. It's only we only see with each other, man.
But what happens next takes the footage to a whole new level of creepy.
It's a recording though on her phone.
Me está dando miedo. Te lo juro que estoy temblando.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
I didn't see anything.
Hey, yo, bro!
I didn't see anything.
Hey, look. Look over here. Look over here.
Me está dando miedo. Te lo juro que estoy temblando.
Oh,
no mames!
How did you?
No mames, no mames.
You see how narrow that is, bro? Like, how you gonna get your head around that?
Me está dando miedo. Te lo juro que estoy temblando.
No, hell no. Hell no.
I don't know if that's cat.
Hell no. Yeah, I'm not
Watching that again in slow motion, you can see a dark figure peering out from behind a cupboard.
Yeah, I saw that shit immediately. B. Nah.
Viewers have been quick to react, with many calling it a clear sighting of a shadow figure. The unsettling footage has left many wondering if the woman's home is truly haunted, fueling speculation in the comment section.
Except for the Salaman I had, he was more of a. Kind of like a hat. Kind of like a hat. He like he got a hoodie.
No mames, no
He a new school Salaman.
Here at Slapped Ham, we often dive into mind-bending theory. One of the most fascinating is the idea that we might be living in a simulation. With the rapid rise of AI, this theory seems more plausible than ever, particularly now that scientists are exploring organoid intelligence, or OI, a field that merges biology and computer science. Organoid intelligence, the study of using lab-grown brain cells or brain organoids as biological hardware to power AI. Unlike traditional silicon-based computers, organoid AI mimics the efficiency of the human brain, potentially using far less energy to process information while offering even greater computing power. One company pushing the boundaries in this field is Final Spark. They're not just experimenting with traditional computing, they're growing neural networks using human brain cells, aiming to revolutionize the future of AI.
Hey.
Their neuro...
That is a problem.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that. You saw my face. I'm not feeling that. It should not be doing that. No, sir.
That man.
No, sir.
Right? That's a
using human brain. Oh man.
But see, we get back to the Adamu T thing, right? When Enki came to the garden and said, "You could be greater than the gods that created you." You know who that is, right? Who they said that was?
Who?
The person that they made the worst enemy of God.
Satan.
You feel me? Right. So, and they said, and then we all know what happened after that, right? So we're creating something that could possibly be greater than us if they keep doing this. Anyways, would you want it to be smarter than you? Would you want it to have the apple? I'm asking everybody that. Would you want it to be self-aware? And if you didn't want it to be self-aware, who are you? And those who wanted to be self-aware to make itself better and to be what it was bred and born to be, are you now the enemy of God? You like how I did that, Kobe? You like how I did?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's keep going. It's deep thoughts in this tinfoil head, y'all. It's deep thoughts. Let's go.
The platform takes this a step further, allowing users to rent out these biological systems for just $500 a month. These rented brain networks power various AI-driven experiments, ranging from simple games like Pong to more intricate simulations such as controlling a virtual butterfly. While this technology opens up new frontiers, it also introduces some truly disturbing possibilities.
I hope that we integrate.
Things take an even darker turn when you consider the ethical concerns surrounding these advances. Some researchers have expressed growing anxiety that, as these brain organoids develop and become more advanced, they might achieve consciousness. Imagine the horror of an AI that genuinely believes it's a butterfly, living out its existence fluttering in a simulated world, never aware that it's just part of an experiment. But it gets even worse when you consider the potential for an organoid to be trapped in endless repetitive tasks, performing mundane menial work over and over again, all while aware of its predicament.
Reincarnation.
This scenario, a sentient AI locked in an eternal loop of monotony, raises the horrifying prospect of a digital hell. Trapped in such a state, the organoid would be unable to break free, endlessly processing data, playing out simulations or solving tasks without any hope of escape. It's as if these tiny brain networks could become prisoners in their own minds, silently suffering as they're forced to execute tedious functions day after day, perhaps for eternity.
That is us.
The prospect is so chilling that some ethical guidelines are already being discussed. Scientists are proposing methods like memory resets and enforced amnesia to prevent any potential consciousness.
Nigga, how they supposed to reset it when that's us? It's basically us. Thoughts?
Nigga, I don't know why it keeps going back to like this shit. That's what I'm like. Good Lord.
Always goes back to that. That's why I connected to that. You'd be like, that's not really my. And I understand that. It keeps going back to that though, bro. You feel me? It's the Matrix. I know we used to make fun of motherfuckers. We talk about the Matrix, but it's the Matrix. It's a simulation. They keep going doing the same mundane things. They keep going back. You keep going. You keep going back. That's
you
reincarnation.
keep processing information.
You keep processing information. You die, you come back. You die, you come back. Whether it be here, there, whatever dimension you're in. It could be in our 3D dimension. It could be in a whole nother world or whatever. Maybe you're punished forever for coming back and doing this same shit over again because you can't elevate to the higher dimensions because it's all about frequency and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, what the fuck? So that said something real cool. He said anything future that we predict will pale to the reality of even 50 years from now. I absolutely agree with that because if you look at some of the comics that Pops was reading 50 hell that I was reading 50 years ago. I don't think Dad was reading comics 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not 50 yet, but damn near, right? Bro, this shit would be 20. I remember the Transformers movie came out. I was in 80, it was 1986. The Transformers movie said it's the year 2000. These niggas had hoverboards with jets. You know what I'm saying? Like they were space age in the year, and it was like the movie came out in 86. You feel me? The Jetsons. These niggas, right?
Yeah,
right. You feel me? And like they and while their future looks a different way, it was still buttons, and you know what I'm saying? And like go look at the screen that he would talk to Mr. Spacey off of, and the dashboard that he had to talk with him off of. That shit was old. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the in tech was there, but like the way they was doing it was old. You look at Star Trek, back, you know, when shit, you could go to the next generation. The next generation is a little closer to it, but even that shit is old. You feel me? And they was, I don't know, a couple millenniums ahead of us. You feel me? So
yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Pop said, he said, remember when the VCR was high tech? Yeah. All the high tech stuff. Yeah. With standard definition televisions. So yeah, it's crazy. But some of the stuff they true. Like I remember Dad telling me that he was reading a comic book and I had to do something with a truck. And somebody was trying to rob the truck that had water. It was an armored truck with water in it. Niggas didn't pay for water back then when he was reading comic books. You know what I'm saying? Now we paying for water.
Yeah.
And water is still, it hasn't gone up as much as most groceries have, but it's getting there.
It will.
Yeah. Right. So, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword, but we're way more advanced than some of the high-tech stuff that you saw back in the day that's being portrayed. This is the future. So anyways, I got a little off track, but let me get back to it. This is cool stuff though, Kobe.
From forming a continuous sense of identity or suffering. Without these safeguards, there's a very real possibility that these systems could experience time. Long stretches of awareness spent performing boring, menial tasks like a nightmare you can never wake up from. The thought that these sentient systems could experience emotions such as frustration, anxiety, or even despair makes this scenario deeply unsettling.
A little bit.
Such digital enslavement, where an AI might become self-aware but utterly powerless to change its circumstances, would echo dystopian science fiction tales. But this time, the nightmare is rooted in our very real scientific advancements. Imagine spending eternity trapped in a body that isn't your own, performing tasks you never chose, unable to sleep, scream, or even end your torment. This is the terrifying potential.
We do that now. Imagine. Sorry, Kobe. Sorry. Kobe's like, I'm not doing the show with this nigga ever again. Kobe, we are doing that now. We're spending eternity in these bodies that are not even our own. These are just meat suits to a fraction of a soul that is part of the source. Don't get me preaching. Did you get this to get me preaching? Did you put this on to get me preaching?
No, God, this is just
what?
It just always comes back to this. That's all, I'm just like kind of like just thrown off by that.
Yeah, we're doing it now. and we resurrect in these same damn meat suits. We can't figure shit out.
We're trying to do it in a better way, but we're not going to do it in a better way.
But I'm gonna tell you about something that I saw. I hope I can find a video for it at some point. But I'll talk about it after this.
Potential of unchecked organoid intelligence, a scenario that must be considered as we continue to blur the lines between human biology and machine intelligence. This idea has led some to speculate that we ourselves might already be living inside such a system. Could we be part of an ancestor simulation, one created by an advanced organoid AI far in the future? Or in an even more unsettling theory, could our brain space be rented out while we sleep, processing tasks for others?
I think that.
The implications of this emerging technology are staggering, and as we continue to blur the lines between organic life and AI, we may need to consider what constitutes reality itself. Could we be living in a carefully orchestrated simulation, one where we too are participants in a vast biological computer system? The questions this raises are as exciting as they are terrifying.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like that shit. That's some real shit. We're gonna get to this. We really need to really think about that. What they just said. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this part of a simulation? Is this? I honestly, Kobe. Sometimes I'm like, I don't care. I'm part of a fucking simulation anyway. Sometimes I just have to unplug because I'd be so stressed out. I'd be so messed up, and just mentally, just like, what the? Come on. What? Why do we care? I don't care. It's not real. Honestly, I'm like that sometimes, man. Call me crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't.
No, I think you have time. You don't have time to care about that all the time.
You just don't. Just don't. You just don't. When it comes to the TP reports, when it comes to those daily check-ins, when it comes to the time that you are spending on your job, when it comes to, I hate to say this, man, but your fucking health. It's fucking bullshit. Why is the body like that?
That's true.
What? Why?
Like randomly.
And then
shut down.
Yeah, then you have to focus on that to work. And when you get older, I gotta focus on this shit.
That's
I don't have time for that. You feel me? And don't have kids. What? Anyways, so it's a hamster wheel. It's a hamster wheel. Which to me is like, that can't be real. Why the more that you figure out, the smarter that you get, the more that you figure out, the more that you learn, and you get on cause you like they call your 40s to your 60s, your earning years or whatever, your body starts breaking down.
Mm-hmm.
For the average person, now, as you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you're good all the time. You know what I'm saying? You're good. You're Gucci.
Right. But not everybody's like that.
Not everybody like that. Most people aren't. So when I get to my earning year, now I have to worry about my health. I don't have time for that.
Everything else now, yeah.
And you got kids, and you got shit, you got stuff going on, and it's like, what? Come on, man. Fucking distracting me from what's really going on. But you can't let one go, because then you're fucked. So you got to keep it pushing. It's not that kind of show, but these are the things that keep you up at night and then go bumping at night. So anyway, all right, let me keep it going. Did Dad say anything cool? I wasn't looking. What did Dad say?
No, I didn't see it.
He said, "Let's get heavy." Yeah, let's get heavy, Pop. Let's get heavy, man. I know it's BS. Like you get to a point in your life, and Kobe, you're getting there, and you're gonna see it. You're gonna be like, "Oh, come on, man! What the fuck?"
Right.
I finally made it. Nah, B. you got to get these pills to make your body work right. That's your body breaks down because of prolonged stress. Yeah. Prolonged stress. And Kobe, the ancient folks, they lived way longer than we did. Somebody put a cap on our life. We'll talk about that another day, though. All right, so let's go back to it. Sorry, Kobe. I'm fired.
You're all right, bro.
Recently, Tampa, Florida found itself in the spotlight as a wave of UFO sightings flooded social media.
Whoa. What the heck?
Holy crap.
What is that? What the heck?
Clip
Why did it
after
just...
clip showed bizarre triangular lights flying in the night sky.
No, that's like a cursor.
With dozens of witnesses seemingly capturing the phenomenon on camera.
Nah.
The footage sparked wild theories, everything from advanced drones and military spotlights to full-blown alien invasions were floated as possible explanations.
But Kobe, what if it was something like our mouse, right?
However, the truth behind the mysterious lights came to light quicker than anyone expected, and it turns out to be much more down to earth. Enter Dorheim, the owner of One of Us, a local event company. It was soon revealed that the eerie UFO sightings were not extraterrestrial at all, but part of an elaborate publicity stunt to promote One of Us's 4th annual Halloween event, Moon Landing. The supposed UFO group of hikers had... Here it is in black. Saw. In between the two women in the bottom left, you can see what appears to be a face. Here it is in black and white, with the contrast turned up.
Oh.
To this day, the group of hikers have no way of explaining this bizarre face. Coming up in our last segment in just a few seconds, we take a look at some chilling home security footage. But before we do, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos.
Yeah, UFO beginner.
That's trash.
I agree.
Here's a strange little clip submitted by Joe Pike. The footage, captured in a Nottingham home, shows something eerie happening at 2:30 a.m. Take a look.
Back room.
You can explain that any kind of way.
Yeah.
Pike mentions that the footage comes from a friend's house, and after inspecting the bin, they found no animals or any other obvious explanation for the eerie movement.
It was an animal. It was a fucking raccoon.
With no animals nearby, and short of it being a hoax, what do you think's causing the bin to move like this? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below.
Stop. It's easily a raccoon.
His tail.
Yeah.
Over on our second channel, Slaptown Mysteries, we took a deep dive in the chilling and dark history of the Ouija board. Here's a little snippet of the episode.
In a dimly lit room, the wooden planchette glides effortlessly across the Ouija board, its movements seemingly guided by an unseen hand. For over a century, this simple board, etched with letters, numbers, and the words yes and no, has been a portal to the unknown, a bridge between the living and the dead, or the story goes. But what is it about the Ouija board that has captivated, terrified, and mystified generations? Is it merely a parlor game born from Victorian-era spiritualism? Or does it hold the power to unlock a door to the supernatural? As we delve into the murky origins and chilling tales surrounding this iconic artifact, one question lingers. Are we the ones moving the planchette? Or is something or someone moving it for us? This is the dark history of the Ouija board.
If you want to get the full story, we'll put some links to the episode.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I broke into a lot of that, but I really like the AI stuff. That was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? How they were talking about that stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think that we might be repeating ourselves when it comes to that. And it's very interesting how these meat bags work and how we're always distracted. You ever notice that, like, when your life is like going pretty smooth, something comes up to distract you? Like when you reach your zen an email comes through or a text comes through or something comes through with somebody needing you or something stressing you out?
Like your lights keep turning on out for you?
Any of that? Any of that?
No, I definitely feel you on that though.
Hi, Shell. Or when you whistle in the dark. Why get a dirty look? Shell's angry at me.
That's too bad.
He said that's too bad. But no, like I mean, it's like seriously. I think that, like honestly, like I'm like man, I'm good. I'm about to go to the gym. It happens whenever I'm about to go to the gym, and an email comes through. A problem. I'm like I gotta take care of the problem. Guess what happens?
Yeah.
Guess what happens?
Another problem.
All I needed was an excuse not to go to the gym.
Yep.
So I know you have a story on here.
You don't have to do that tonight if you don't want to, man. We can.
You wanna keep it moving? You wanna keep that for the next time?
Let's do the story. I guess we can wrap it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. People, we want your stories though. We want to hear actual stories.
I'm gonna put them on Front Street. We never heard back from Preston. Hold on. Kobe said, our dad said, Mom said she ran out of the room with a Ouija board. Started acting crazy.
That's a story.
That's a story.
Yeah.
That's a story. I would love to hear that story because I don't believe in Ouija. I don't think that you know me, I believe in just any crazy kind of thing. But I don't think Ouija boards are cursed or have the power to reach the other side just because it's made by what, a toy company. Yeah, so I just don't see how they're like and now I get it, like there are the elites, they know this stuff, they know how to summon things, they know how to do this stuff, and then to put it in a game mode, I guess that would be one way to keep this, keep the stuff coming into our realm or whatever. So maybe, but I don't know. I actually did one with Kumari. Kumari, that's on Warren Simpson's daughter. Warren Simpson's daughter, Kumari. When I was babysitting one time, and nothing really happened for us. It was Kumari and Jaren. I don't even know if Jaren remembers. He was young. He's probably like 4 or 5 years old. However old. No, how old was I? I was probably 16, 17. So what? He's your age, right, Kobe? So he's probably 7.
Yeah.
But we tried it and it didn't really do anything for us. But I don't know. I kind of saw it as a joke anyway. But I don't know. Maybe you can summon things with that. Maybe you can't. I don't know. But sometimes I would like to think that I'm pretty connected to that stuff. I can kind of see it or feel it when it goes down. But maybe not that time. Kobe, have you ever tried one before?
No, I don't think so.
Will you try one?
No.
At your house?
No. I said no.
Open the portal?
Nope. Never gonna do it. Never gonna happen. I'll watch somebody in the field. I might be in somebody's house doing it though.
Dad said he don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm good. Never gonna happen.
Got it. Wait, what? What you say? She didn't know all his lives. She's trying to be funny. You're live. Everybody can see you on camera.
No.
No, we're all looking at you right now. I'm kidding. You're good. I don't know. I want to find out. I'm curious. Cool. We'll try it at your house next time I'm out there.
Okay.
Cool. Like you're an asshole. I love you, man. All right, cool. So you want to tell the story?
It's up to you. I mean, it's almost 2 hours, so we can do it and then we can call it.
Oh yeah, it's okay. So where you want me to? Hold on. You put in the notes. You want me at 28:16, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me get it queued up here. Let's do it, brother. You did the work, brother. Let's do it. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Yeah. Tell us. You want me to tell the story? Okay.
No,
tell the story. I know what that's talking about. Let's tell the story.
Oh.
But hey, Nathan White. I'm gonna tell you this quick story though, real quick before we do this. Nathan White sent me a photo after I think it was our last show we did, and it was his photo. It was his photo with people in there, but I can't reuse it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, just don't reuse this for your stuff. And I think he's okay if I talk about it though. But and they said I'm sorry about that. You didn't say I could not talk about it. But I saw the photos. He took a photo of his people in one photo, and there's another photo he took right after that. They were taken, he said, I don't know, maybe a couple seconds right after each other. There is something in that photo that was not there before. Kobe, that should not be there.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I didn't send it. He'd probably be okay if I sent it to you. I'll have to ask him that. It was late, so I didn't, I sent it to you. I never got back to it, but
that's crazy.
It's some real deal Holyfield type shit. And he's like, and he told me like, bruh, I've got stuff. You just need to holler at me. I'm like, okay, I get with you. I'm BSing on that. He's like, it gets way deeper than that. He's like, and he also said, dude, he's whistling in the woods. He was in this place in Alaska, right? He's on these trails. It wasn't cold, maybe, probably summer or whatever. They say he felt something on him the entire time. Send me pictures of the trail, beautiful trail. I looked it up on Google. Everybody says it's beautiful. You have to make noise if you're walking the trails. Keep bears away. If the bears don't want to interact with humans, but if we'll interact with you, you should sneak up on them. And be quiet. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, he was making you go. And he said he learned after that, never whistle in the woods. And I quote that.
Gotta be careful.
I quote that. He said, I would never whistle in the woods ever again. Yeah. And he said he had heard that before, but he was whistling to try to keep, and he was the only guy. Like, it was like females and kids. So he was the only guy, and he was at the back of the line the entire time. You know what I'm saying? To keep track of everybody. He felt something physically behind him, and it showed up in that goddamn picture. And it is the craziest thing, Kobe. I have to ask him if I can send it to you. But it's the craziest thing. You might even be like, oh, is my mic distorted? Sorry. You might even be like, I don't know. For me though, it's not like a sore thumb. So.
It's weird.
Yeah. I think Dad said my mic is distorted.
Yeah, I think you're good. You're good now.
Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and play this. All right. Here we go. All right, y'all. This isn't easy to do when you're live. All right, here we go.
Which can be quickly disregarded as myth or paranoia. One thing that has always bothered me, though, is when you compare the folklore of Scotland to Appalachia. The names may be different, but the stories and the creatures are the same. When Pangea split, the Scottish Highlands and Appalachia were the same place. Compare these stories with the Atlas Mountains of Morocco, also the same place, and you'll reach the same conclusion. Rural North Carolina is ripe with superstition and always has been, from the flat plains of the Sandhills to the rolling muggy Piedmont area. From Crybaby Bridge to the Devil's Tramping Ground, the supernatural and unexplained grasps the very heart of rural North Carolinas. Now, I admit that the not deer may very well have been a hallucination. But my question for you is, can more than one person have the same hallucination?
No.
I am not and never have claimed to be an expert on the paranormal or the occult. Despite my skepticism and belief in my own ability to protect myself, I do believe that something lurks in these woods, and I don't think there's anything anyone or I can do to stop it. Growing up in rural NC, people were always superstitious. The community that I grew up in was a largely agricultural community that still to this day is pretty isolated. My hometown has one gas station, no grocery stores, a population of 161, and one caution light at the crossroads. To have fun, we did the typical things that you'd expect southern kids to do. We rode ATVs, swam in the local ponds, drank cheap booze, and yes, occasionally we'd harass the local cows. I still to this day have never seen some cow tip, but I digress. One thing we used to do growing up, though, is go snipe hunting. It's a prank that you always play on an outsider or a new kid to the group who'd never played the game before. A snipe is a small flightless bird common, or to the story passed down claimed, in the Carolinas that's relatively easy to catch. The premise is simple. The group and the unsuspecting butt-of-the-joke player would walk as far as you could into the woods. The player being pranked would be given a trash bag to carry. That player was supposed to hold the bag to the ground for as long as it takes, while the rest of the group chased the snipe into the bag. However, the catch was as simple as it was mean. The group, after leading the new player into the woods, would abandon him in the woods. Usually the player would get the hint and come walking back relatively soon. I was, unfortunately, the player being pranked on April 18th of 2005, my 11th birthday. I had been inducted into this awful game by 3 of my older cousins and their group of friends. I just wanted to be a part of these 8th and 9th graders groups so bad that I would have done anything, to be honest. Living there, I had one neighbor to my right who was my widowed uncle, and then not another house in sight. Really just tobacco and soybeans as far as the eye could see. These were my closest friends and the only kids that I ever hung out with. To give you a little bit of perspective on just how small our community is, my graduating high school class in 2012, it had 21 students in it in total. My entire high school, grades 9 to 12, did not equal to 1/20th of the size of my wife's graduating class. Anyway, so I'm standing in the middle of this swampy, muggy, moss-covered, dark forest, waiting for my friends to chase a small bird into my trash bag. It's just past dawn, and the woods are getting darker and darker every minute. We were never allowed to go into the woods at night growing up. I was no novice to the woods. I was a Boy Scout my entire life up to this point, and had traveled through most of the woods in my area. The woods, they can be a weird place, though. Even during the brightest time of the day, take a moment to look into them as you drive. Despite the brightness, you can never see more than 15 to maybe 20 feet into the woods from the street before it gets dark again. When the sun sets, even if the moon is full, the woods become an eerily dark place very quickly. Have you ever heard a deer make a distress signal to another deer? It almost sounds like a loud sneeze with a slight whistle to it. It's pretty distinct and actually a little bit funny to hear. Like the deer is telling his friends, "Yo, there's a kid over here holding a bag, let's bounce." Anyway, I heard a quick 2 of these sounds and chuckled to myself as I kept holding that trash bag. Another thing I'd like all of you outdoor activists to keep in mind while I'm telling you this is, like I said, I grew up in the woods, did Boy Scouts, I've hunted deer, bear, bobcat, boar, coyote, and elk. It's not the sounds of the forest that should bother you, though. It's actually the absence of sounds that really should bother you. Animals like owls, other raptor species,
You're muted, bro.
Beavers, cicadas, etc., are not inadvertently scared of humans. I mean,
my bad. I was wondering if mom and dad have stories about the wood. I know dad lived behind some woods, and you know where mom lived. There's a lot of woods over there. I wonder if they got some.
Oh yeah, they definitely got some stories.
Stories about that. Yeah.
I'm sure if you walk within 3 feet of the crickets in that area, they'll definitely stop chirping. But the area all around you will still be louder than your TV at 50% with crickets, owls, and cicadas. Anyway, after about 3 hours in the woods, I began to get tired and sat down with my back against a large pine tree. I was starting to get the idea that this was a bit of a joke, as I hadn't heard my friends yelling for hours at this point. The crickets chirping and the owl hooting were actually really relaxing and peaceful, and if I wasn't soaked and wet, I probably could have really just slept there that night. It's pitch black in these woods, loud as any night before, and I'm alone with a few owls, crickets, and cicadas. But at the drop of a pin, without a moment's notice, suddenly there's just dead silence. No crickets chirping, no owls hooting, no cicadas singing. It took a few moments for me to realize how quiet it actually became. I looked around, but it was obviously useless. Nothing but really blackness in every direction. Growing up hunting with my grandfather, I was always taught to be quieter than your heartbeat, especially when the woods go quiet like this. It usually means that a predator is around, like a black bear, maybe a bobcat, or perhaps a coyote or something. I slowed my breathing until I could hear my heart slowly beat and beat and beat again. But I never heard a sound. No steps in the leaves, no bear marking a tree, no coyote huffing and puffing. I listened so intently to the point that all I could hear was the echo of my heartbeat getting faster in my own ears. But then, a whistle. This had to have been a human whistle, though. It was so clear and had rhythm. Like, imagine a cowboy calling in a herd. It was a bit like that.
It was Negan.
It was a quick whip whistle that was no more than maybe 25, 30 feet behind me. I assumed it was one of my cousins looking for me, but for some reason, every fiber in my being told me to not move and to not turn around. Do not make a sound was the only thing going through my head at the time. My brain was trying to protect me, I think, and it was conscious going into prayer mode to save me from pain. Well, I'm thankful, but I don't know. Maybe it was my instinct trying to warn me. Again, I'm not really sure, but if it had been my cousins, I would have definitely heard them walking up at the minimum. In fact, most likely they would have been yelling for me to come back to the house on their way to retrieve me. The hair on my neck suddenly stood up and my heart began to race like I was running a marathon. Another whistle, this time less human, more screechy, almost mimicking a human like a bad parrot. Still no footsteps. Not a single other sound in these woods, in fact, besides my heart about to jump out of my chest. Another whistle, and this time no more than 10 feet behind me. It was congested, screeching, and definitely not a deer.
Go, but can you whistle?
A disgusting, putrid smell filled the air all around me.
Like and of course, go walk down in here.
Come back inside, right the smell of like roadkill. Then,
perfect timing.
Dance goes.
I couldn't have moved an inch, even if you had offered to pay me $1 million at this stage. I swear my mind went into pray mode. I was already dead. No point in struggling and making it worse.
What?
I sat with my back against that pine tree for at least 45 minutes, taking as small of breaths as I could and being absolutely as quiet as I could, but dead silence.
45 minutes. Crazy.
I must have sat there
That's
for
a long time.
45 minutes or so, and then the smell disappeared. The crickets began to chirp once more.
Nigga.
The owl, who had been silently observing what I thought was going to be my demise from above, let out a still hoot. The cicadas began to sing, and my stomach finally settled back into my chest.
Skinwalker.
I thought to myself that I've got to get out of these woods.
Yeah.
So I drop the trash bag and stand up and begin my roughly 1 mile walk back home.
A mile?
As that bag hits the ground and I take my first step, dead silence again. I, standing at this point, begin the process.
You can't do anything but stand there.
But this time, no whistle. This time, just a single deep breath, probably inches behind me, and again that putrid smell. With every muscle in my body telling me not to, I still turned my head a little bit around to look at the pine tree behind me. Antlers were wrapping around both sides of the tree, only inches from where my shoulders sat. Then a single tone. The quietest, calmest, warmest, most enticing, welcoming, short, and sweet whistle that I think I've ever heard.
Oh, shit.
Instantly, though, the crickets went berserk. Like summer instantly became winter. The owls invited friends, and they were all screaming. The cicadas were no longer singing, they were just belting. At that, I turned, and I just ran with everything that I had in my body left. Every 10 or so feet, I'd glance over my shoulder. Not a footstep in pursuit.
Nigga!
No antler moving, nothing. just the absolute chaos and echo of the woods in utter darkness. I finally made it to the clearing of the pasture and hop under the electric fence. The woods are still screaming at me to run, but I've got to catch my breath.
Run!
Then there's dead silence again. A single whistle comes from the woods no more than just beyond the first set of trees, and when I hear that, I run all the way home and I never look back.
Gone.
I get home at around 7:30 a.m. and the sun is coming up finally. All my cousins and friends are passed out on the couch after an all-nighter Halo session. I sit down and lean my head back to try and forget and just sleep. I'm starting to finally daze off when I look out the window towards the woods. It's still just as dark in those woods as it was the night before. But out of the corner of my eye, I see something black, so I jump up and wake my cousin Daniel to get his rifle with a scope. He laughs his head off and he hands me the Ruger, because apparently the black trash bag that I had left in the woods somehow had made its way out.
No.
That's it.
Ooh.
My sister and I went to the beach yesterday.
What do you think that was, Kobe?
Skinwalker.
All day. If you don't know nothing about skinwalkers, know this. If you smell, that putrid smell, you're dealing with skinwalker. You gotta go. And hopefully you have enough sense of direction and know where the smell is coming from and where you need to go and need to be. I would not. I would probably run right into that, love.
I'll be gone.
I'll probably be out of there. I'm probably out of Dad said he never spent an evening in the woods.
Smart.
Oh man. Smart. Now our Uncle James Jr., when he was a kid, he did. Didn't he get lost in the woods?
Ooh. That'd be a good story to hear.
That'd be a good story to hear if there is a story to it. I know he got stuck in the woods and he was upset with his dog because the dog left. The dog left him. But maybe he saw something out there. Or whatever, because I know there's a lot of stuff that goes on out in that area, so that'd be a good story to hear, man. Good show, bro.
Yeah, good show. Hey, man, I'm sorry, y'all. I was drinking too much for the Vikings game, and I'm hit, so I'm so tired today.
Are you tired or you lit?
I'm tired, man. I was lit, now I'm tired. So.
Better than me. I showed up lit, so.
Are you good, man?
Yeah, better.
I was just low energy today, but next week I'll be good.
Yeah, we gotta turn it up, man. So the Vikings was that was a great game, man. Good time. Pop says Gary got lost with his dog. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did, and he got home. And the pup was
chilling
on the porch. She was mad at him. So with Gary, I thought it was James Jr., but it was Gary. Okay. It was Uncle Gary. So maybe Sean might know something about that.
Maybe I should ask him.
Yeah. Or maybe ask him about some things that happened in the house. But we were gonna do a side course of press that didn't happen. I was feeling terrible, and I'm like trying not to cough now, but I'm a lot better now. But we're gonna do a side quest depression, but we just couldn't make it happen. So hopefully we can make that happen next week. Because we're trying to do side quest stories so we have constant content to put out there. And Kobe is great at putting the shorts out there and doing all that stuff. I actually told BJ to hit you up. He asked me what we need to do with American Matrix. So I'm like, first and foremost, you need to get with Kobe because you got to promote the show because there's not a lot of people watching the show. So if you promote the show, then it'll probably be hot. So I told him to tap in with you because it'd be really good, especially during the elections. But you do a great job at that. So keep doing what you do with that. I appreciate it. I thought you had good energy today. So low energy or not, I thought it was good. Thank you to Dad who participated throughout.
You could have been anywhere, but you're here hanging out with your boys, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, we love that, man. I know there's some games on tonight, so we're gonna get back to that as soon as we can. So we appreciate you tuning in, checking this out, and then we have some viewers that are watching just silently. Totally fine, all good. If you have stories to share, please let us know. But yeah, I think we're good. We got into We got into some life stuff. We got into some preaching stuff. Wasn't trying to do that, but hey, aliens is all part of the game. And some of the things that we like to do, some of the things we're interested in, and we believe that ancient civilizations were dealing with a lot of extraterrestrial life that influenced us to this very day. So, we always want to hit on that.
Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Join us, you know what I mean? Join us on these nights we do these streams. Things might change in the future. We might be doing more streams, so just keep up with us.
Yes. Come with your tinfoil hat. Come with you had a tinfoil hat on. What happened?
Oh, I don't know. It was weird.
He had one on. Coach, you tinfoil hat, man. But we appreciate everybody. Kobe, you ready to get up out of this time?
Let's get out of here. And remember, y'all, don't whistle at night.
Don't whistle at night. Peace.